The Vampire of Sacramento, the horrifying crimes of Richard Trenton Chase. Welcome to The Most Evil, where we delve into the minds of history's most notorious serial killers. In the annals of true crime history, few names evoke as much terror and fascination as Richard Trenton Chase. Dubbed the Vampire of Sacramento, Chase's grisly crimes shook California in the late 1970s, leaving a trail of horror and devastation in his wake. Richard Trenton Chase's background was marred by early signs of mental instability and disturbing behavior that foreshadowed the horrors he would later unleash upon the world. Born on May 23, 1950, in Santa Clara County, California, Chase's childhood was troubled by a series of unsettling events. From an early age, he exhibited signs of mental illness, including an obsession with violence and a fascination with blood. As he grew older, Chase's mental state deteriorated further, leading to a diagnosis of schizophrenia in his early adulthood. Despite attempts by his family to seek help for his condition, Chase's descent into madness continued unabated. His behavior became increasingly erratic, marked by paranoid delusions and bizarre rituals. By the time he reached his late 20s, Chase's mental illness had reached a dangerous tipping point, setting the stage for the horrific crimes he would later commit. Between 1977 and 1978, Richard Chase embarked on a reign of terror that would earn him the notorious moniker of the Vampire of Sacramento. Over the span of just a few short weeks, Chase brutally murdered 6 innocent victims in a series of chilling attacks that sent shockwaves through the community. His crimes were characterized by their gruesome nature, as Chase engaged in acts of cannibalism and drank the blood of his victims in a twisted attempt to satisfy his delusions of immortality. Richard Trenton Chase's methodology was as gruesome as it was chillingly methodical. In his quest to satiate his delusional fantasies of immortality, Chase embarked on a series of brutal attacks that shocked the community to its core. His modus operandi typically involved gaining entry into the homes of his victims through unlocked doors or windows, catching them off guard and vulnerable. Once inside, Chase would launch into frenzied assaults, using whatever weapons were at his disposal to inflict maximum harm. His attacks were marked by a frenetic energy, with Chase often mutilating his victims' bodies and engaging in acts of necrophilia and cannibalism. The sheer brutality of his crimes, coupled with his fixation on blood, earned him the notorious moniker of the Vampire of Sacramento. Despite efforts by law enforcement to track him down, Chase's erratic behavior and lack of a discernible pattern to his attacks made him a formidable adversary. It was only through the tireless efforts of investigators and the cooperation of multiple agencies that Chase was eventually brought to justice, bringing an end to his reign of terror. The investigation into Chase's crimes was a race against time for law enforcement agencies who were determined to apprehend the elusive killer before he struck again. Despite the challenges posed by Chase's erratic behavior and the lack of a discernible pattern to his attacks, investigators worked tirelessly to piece together the evidence and track down the perpetrator. After a chilling spree of murders that left the community in a state of shock and fear, authorities were finally able to close in on the elusive killer. The breakthrough in Chase's case came as a result of meticulous investigative work and the collaboration of multiple agencies working in concert. With the mounting pressure to apprehend the perpetrator mounting, law enforcement officers tirelessly sifted through evidence and pursued leads in their quest to track down Chase. Their efforts ultimately paid off when, in January 1978, Chase was finally apprehended following a dramatic standoff at his apartment. Surrounded by a team of heavily armed officers, Chase was taken into custody, bringing an end to one of the most horrifying chapters in California's history. Chase's capture was met with a sense of relief and closure for the community, as the elusive killer was finally brought to justice. His arrest sent shockwaves through the nation, serving as a stark reminder of the fragility of human life and the importance of vigilance in the face of evil. Though Chase's reign of terror may have come to an end, the memory of his atrocities continues to haunt those who remember his gruesome crimes. The case of Richard Trenton Chase continues to fascinate and horrify to this day, serving as a stark reminder of the depths of human depravity. Chase's twisted fantasies and violent impulses underscore the importance of early intervention and treatment for individuals struggling with severe mental illness. His legacy is one of fear and revulsion, leaving an indelible mark on the collective psyche of those who remember his reign of terror. In the end, Richard Trenton Chase's crimes stand as a chilling testament to the darkest corners of the human mind. His actions shattered the lives of his victims and left an enduring scar on the communities he terrorized. Though Chase himself is no longer a threat, the memory of his atrocities serves as a sobering reminder of the fragility of human life and the need for vigilance in the face of evil.
If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on true crime and psychological analysis. Remember to stay vigilant, and until next time, stay safe.